Why did we invade Iraq? For many years leading up to the Iraq War, the president of Iraq, Saddam Hussein, had been seen as a military dictator and a threat to the freedoms of normal people. He was responsible for many genocides, and the West was infuriated when he stayed in power, even after the Gulf War in the early 90s. Shortly after the new US President George Bush Jr. took office in 2000, 9/11 occurred and Bush declared a war on terror. He invaded Afghanistan and started singling out countries he deemed an axis of evil. One of these countries was Iraq. Bush found an ally in UK Prime Minister Tony Blair. Beginning in late 2002, Bush started to allege that there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq that he felt the UN needed to get rid of. He also painted Saddam's regime as a cruel dictatorship and gained approval from Tony Blair. Then, in 2003, without consent from the UN, Bush and Blair invaded Iraq. They stated their purpose as to disarm Iraq of weapons of mass destruction, to end Saddam Hussein's support for terrorism, and to free the Iraqi people. But many saw this as an excuse to wage war. Things got off to a good start, and Iraq was quickly invaded, with Baghdad being taken with relative ease and Saddam captured. However, what resulted soon became seen as one of the biggest military failures since Vietnam. The coalition forces were unable to form stable government, and protests sparked, with troops being forced to remain in the country until the problem was solved. The problem got a lot worse when terrorist groups joined in as well. Troops only really started to leave Iraq when Bush was gone, and the war was finally declared over in 2011, 8 years after it had begun. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.